Potholes,
Oil,
rain,
ice,
moss.
metal gratings. Road surfaces are anything but consistent.
Now, to a car, these problems are usually no biggie. But to a motorcyclist, it's a different story.
Ah, a nice spring shower. Refreshing, rejuvenating, and for a motorcycle rider, bad news. The worst time to ride is right after a new rain starts. All the oil on the road is still there, sitting on top of the water, making everything even more slippery. Grab another cup of coffee and wait a while for all the oil to wash away.
On wet surfaces, it takes you longer to stop, so give yourself more time to react to hazards. You're a lot harder to see in the rain, and the rain may also hamper your ability to see. Give yourself ample space between you and the vehicles around you to see and be seen.
There are 3 things to remember when traveling over any slippery surface.
Search.
Sound familiar? Try to spot slippery surfaces well in advance, before you're on top of them.
Evaluate.
Assess the danger and make a plan. Always brake before you hit the slippery surface. With the decreased traction, if you brake on a slippery surface, you might just get an up-close and personal look at that slippery goo.
Execute.
Back off on the throttle and coast through the slippery area with the clutch squeezed. Cross this patch straight up. You don't want the rear tire to slip while under power. On a motorcycle, metal or painted surfaces like bridge gratings, railroad tracks, or a painted crosswalk can be slippery even when not wet. So go slowly. Travel over them in a straight line and try to get your braking and shifting done before you're there.
Your rough, tough bike is rugged, heavy, strong, and kind of sensitive about its weight. Not weight sensitive like you and I might be after binging over the holidays. Weight sensitive in the sense that how much weight you put on a bike has a huge impact on how the bike rides. The more stuff you carry, the harder it is to start off, steer, accelerate, and stop. It's a simple law of physics. The good news is there are some things you can do to make it easier to ride with a heavier load. Before riding with a passenger, be sure to adjust the tire pressure and the suspension as recommended in your owner's manual. This will make controlling the bike much easier.
The passenger should wear appropriate protective gear, helmet, gloves, jacket, and so forth.
When going through turns, the passenger has to stick with the rider. The passenger should keep their body in line with the rider and look over the rider's turnside shoulder. It's like bobsledding on wheels.
You're a team now. What one person does affects the other. So the passenger should avoid any sudden moves, and the rider should avoid abrupt changes in speed or direction.
Any load you carry on the bike should be centered and securely strapped down. Use common sense when doing this. Keep all straps away from moving parts. Don't block the lights. And make sure nothing is touching the exhaust pipe. Check the security of the load often, and whenever you pull over.
And remember, as with the passenger, a bike will handle differently with a load of cargo. So start out slow and give yourself extra time to stop, accelerate, and maneuver.
And whatever you do, don't forget to enjoy the ride.